Kids Learning Club.
The Wise Man. Once upon a time there was a wise man living in a small village with poor villagers who knew him for his wisdom. The villagers had been coming to him to complain about their situation and poverty, while others looked for answers to their problems. And the wise man listened to them all and generously helped them. But the villagers were always complaining about the same problems that they had faced in their lives every single time. One day, the wise man gathered them and told them a joke, and everybody laughed. Then he told them the same joke again, and only a few of them smiled. When he told the joke for the third time, nobody laughed. The wise man smiled and said, "You can't laugh at the same joke over and over. So why are you always crying over the same problem? Worrying won't solve your problems. Instead, it wastes your time and energy. You must let go of complaining and face your problems so you can come up with a suitable solution." The Wise Rooster and the Cunning Fox. Once upon a time, when the sun was going down, a wise old rooster flew to a tree near the farm to rest. He flapped his wings and crowed loudly, but suddenly he saw a fox standing below him. The fox was hungry and wanted to gobble up the rooster, so he cunningly and slyly thought and told him in a loud voice, "Have you heard the great news?" The wise rooster was terrified and calmly asked, "And what is the great news?" "All the animals have held a peace treaty and agreed to forget their disagreements, and to just live in peace and friendship from now on. Just think about it. I can't wait to hug you. Come on, my dear friend, let's celebrate this happy occasion," said the fox. "That's great news. I'm definitely happy about this news," said the rooster. Then the rooster stood on his tiptoes as if looking at something afar. The fox anxiously asked, "What do you see, my friend?" "It looks like there are 2 dogs coming this way. They must have heard the good news and are coming to celebrate with us," replied the rooster. The fox didn't wait to hear the rest and began running. "Wait, why are you running? The dogs are our friends now," yelled the rooster. "Yes, but maybe they haven't heard the news, and I have an errand I almost forgot," replied the fox. The rooster smiled while tucking his head into his feathers to sleep, for he had overcome a cunning enemy. Only a stupid person treats people as if they're stupid. Three Sons and a Bundle of Sticks. In a small village lived an old man with his 3 sons. The 3 sons worked hard and did most of the work to help their father. Yet they always fought. The old man tried to work it out between them and unite them, but in vain. And even though the villagers appreciated their hard work, they made fun of their constant fighting. Months passed by, and the old man became sick and felt his end had come. He gathered his sons around him to give them some advice, asking them to stay united. But they didn't listen to him. So he decided to teach them a practical lesson to make them forget their disagreements and stay united as brothers should be. The old man asked one of his sons to fetch a bundle of sticks, and asked each one of them to take one stick and break it. The sons agreed, and each one took a stick and easily broke it. Once again they started fighting about who was first. "My dear sons, the task isn't over yet. Now all of you should break the bundle all together," said the old man. The sons agreed and tried to break the bundle of sticks. Even though they tried as hard as they could, they weren't able to break the whole bundle and failed in the task. The old man said, "My dear sons, look. You can easily break one stick into pieces, but you can't break the whole bundle together. So if you stay united, no one will be able to hurt you. But if you fight among yourselves and separate, anyone can easily defeat you. Therefore, I'm asking you to always stay united and cooperative." The three sons now understood the strength of unity and the weakness of separation, and they promised their father to stay united no matter what. The Blind Man and the Lamp. In one of the world's many countries lived a blind man, alone in his small house. He made everything for himself, and almost no one helped him. When he went out at night for some errands, he took a lamp with him to light the road. One night while he was returning home after having dinner out, he ran into a group of young men traveling. When they found out he's blind, yet still carried a lamp, they mocked him. "Hey, man, you're blind and can't see anything. Why do you carry a lamp?" one of them asked. To think before judging people, and to be polite when speaking. Words can hurt someone, even if not on purpose. The blind man replied, "Yes, unfortunately I'm blind and can't see anything. I carry this lamp for people like you who can see, because you might bump into me if you don't see me coming. That's why I carry this lamp." The young traveling men were ashamed and apologized for their behavior. They learned to think before judging people and to be polite when speaking. Words can hurt someone, even if not on purpose. The right person. Once upon a time lived a wise king who ruled fairly and helped the kingdom's people to work and improve their kingdom. The king had 2 sons. He hired teachers and famous scientists to teach them all the arts and sciences. The kingdom's law stated that one of the king's sons would be his heir to rule. Years later, the king became very sick, and he wanted to choose the better of them to be the future king. So he decided to test his son's intelligence and wisdom. He called for them and gave each one of them a room and said, "You must completely fill this room, including all of its corners, with something, but you must not leave any space behind or ask for anyone's advice." The next day the king visited the eldest son's room. It was full of hay. The king sighed, realizing how stupid his eldest son was, and left him, annoyed and disappointed. Then he went to his youngest son's room and found it closed. He knocked on the door. His son asked him to come in. So he did, and closed the door. It was very dark in the room, so the king shouted, "What's happening?" So his son lit a candle and said, "Well, I've filled the whole room with light, including all its corners." The king was happy and told his son, "Now I rest, assured concerning my kingdom when I'm gone, because you will continue on the bright path that I have followed all my life." Cleverness and wisdom are some of the most important characteristics of a successful ruler.